Ryan is sure to have an impact on this game. Ball security will come into play as both teams will have to deal with some very slippery conditions. It's the Steelers going up against the Dolphins. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Guyton along with Charles Davis. And Charles, week 3 of the preseason. We're getting there. Opening night on the horizon. Here, the Madden video game even came out on Tuesday, so you know we're close. But this is the week you use as your dress rehearsal, isn't it?
It is. You go over everything as you would on opening day when it actually counts. They'll regulate how much the starters play, but this is probably the game they play the most in the preseason. And don't forget, after this game, the rosters get pared down to 75 guys.
On to get us started, kicker Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Miami. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. It's Ryan Tannehill.
I think one of the things I like about Ryan Tannehill's game is that he understands what his receivers are looking for downfield. He played that position at Texas A&M before becoming the starting quarterback. So a lot of times when he's in the pocket looking downfield, he's actually running the routes with the receivers as he remembers them.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And incomplete to open things up. A very capable offensive unit here. One of the headliners, Jordan Cameron.
He's listed as a tight end, but he's at his best when he flexes away from the line of scrimmage and runs routes like a receiver.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Shotgun snap for Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete as well. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on 1st down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass, went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
This is fielded at the 27. Slips past him. Where'd he go? Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a former first-rounder out of Florida State, E.J. Manuel.
And while things haven't gone exactly as planned for E.J. Manuel, he did have a big all-star week, which led him to first-round status. People see that size, that frame, that arm talent. All they want to see now is consistency.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Here's Manuel. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Okay, time now to meet the starters defensively for the Miami Dolphins.
And let's start with Xavier Howard, a cornerback out of Baylor. He's one of the top 50 players on my board coming out of the draft in 2016, and I don't think he's going to disappoint. Long, lean, has excellent ball skills.
And the play clock's running down. Now Manuel. This will be caught at about the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at his draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization, general manager, personnel.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Akeem Ayers able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And they'll be set pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically,
Jarvis Landry, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 64 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. Footing likely going to be all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Oh, look at the juke. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins defense, they get set to go here. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go-around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 27 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Landry. Pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
We'll see if it's that easy here. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
One quarter in the books. 10-7 our score. And we'll be back to South Florida after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is
back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught left side. Tammy. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
This will be caught at about the 3. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Huff, 30 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The fire doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if some guys, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll come out the pistol. On play action, now throw. And he fires left, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins' defense. And a tough spot here for the defense, kind of already with their backs against the wall.
Just gave up a touchdown on their last possession. Now starting in tough field position. One thought in mind. At worst, give up a field goal. That's the goal for them right now. No more than 3 points given up. If that happens, they'll feel really good running to the side.
I would think the defensive coordinator would feel pretty good, too.
Oh, he'd be ecstatic about that. Of course, he'll say, give up none, but 3 is really the realistic goal.
And we'll see if they can hold them. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. We're set now on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football.
Let's go!
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Huff ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point out by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game as it leads to 17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, able to find Carew. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding time. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Surveying the field. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And that'll make it third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He ain't nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He's been a busy man here this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh's getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cordero Patterson, 59 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Boswell to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points. Big time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little tilt.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. Oh, nice move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver left, 3 to the right. A first down for Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. First down, Brissett. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Field goal unit knocked out there. They won 6 before halftime. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Dolphins haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Steelers will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. All right, let's roll the highlights. First and 10. Here the pass will be completed into coverage, and this goes 65 yards for the score. They're now on top by 4. Steelers now lead in the first. Manuel's on target here, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. Steelers go up by 3. Now first and 10. Brissett's on target here, and 30 yards later, he's going in for the score, taking the lead up to 10. About halfway through the second quarter, here the defense will come up with the pick. Steelers will come away with the football. After the pick, offense comes out now. Completion is made across the middle of the field, and it leads to a touchdown. The lead now at 17. Now to late in the second. Patterson's the target here, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown. Steelers go up by 24. Staying late in the half. Doty's got the completion out of the gun, and he's gone as he sprints to the end zone. The Dolphins trail now by 17. So that'll do it from here. Let's go back down to Miami with Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Look at the spin. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Brissett to throw on first. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cordero Patterson ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5
He
now.
knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's a five-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw now on first down. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So they're going to go for 2. Try and throw for it. That's caught. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
Now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. He juked him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see.
That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Cordero Patterson, 69 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Boswell for the extra point. And that team pushes the lead to 23 now. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Steelers defense getting ready here. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves When teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send the blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught. Left side, Tammy. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And back onto the field, here comes the Dolphins defense. They are down on the scoreboard. They're just trying to keep the opposition now at bay.
Let's treat it a little bit like tennis. Hold serve. Don't give up anything. Win the point, so to speak, and move on from there.
Did you play tennis?
I actually did for a little while.
Wasn't
very good at it. Yeah. But I tell you what, the kids, they both lettered.
Your kids?
Exactly.
Okay.
Those kids, what are we talking about?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Now a handoff here to the running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they'll go ground game here in the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And
how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail
here to begin quarter number 4.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Play clock winding down. And on the ground they go with the running back.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. A sea of Dolphins there that time in on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Dolphins bring out an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Set from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Brissett to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man complete. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. The play clock's running down. They'll give it here to running back. They show us the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll go with the ground attack here.
And he's able to get to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Stiff-armed him. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out with one and 3 tight ends. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll run it here.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Brissett, 3rd and 2. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Pruitt, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Extra point now by Boswell.
And the lead is now an even 30. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
even after that big-time return. It's not looking great for them today, but if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And now it's third down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they're going deep.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Tammy's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Third down and 5. Back to throw again. And he has control. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Can't find anyone open. He rifles one that's intercepted. And some room to work. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point.
It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Steelers going up against the Buccaneers. So let's get you over to Tampa. We say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, the preseason draws to a close with a good matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hello again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And, partner, I think we can safely sum up the goal of this final week of the preseason with 3 simple words. Don't get hurt.
And make sure you follow that mantra, okay? We cannot have you hurt going into the season, but you're exactly right. Starters will play very little, if at all, in this game. A lot of guys fighting to make the roster because after this game's over, we get down to the 53-man number, and guys will be fighting like mad to be included in it.
On the go to start, a kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Tampa. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
No question at all about his talent, and that's been on display since his first game as a starter at Florida State. On a Monday night, the whole country watching, he only missed 2 passes in the entire game and led his team to a big victory and later a national championship as a freshman.
And the D-line pitching together must be expecting the run. The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. And this offense can air it out, and when they do, you have to key on Mike Evans.
And we do think about his catch radius first and foremost. A tall, lean receiver, but he actually can make some agile plays as well.
Second down following the run. Now a second down for Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Time here to show you the starters while we have a moment defensively for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know one guy you like from Miami, Artie Burns.
Just jumps off the screen when you plug in his college tape in terms of athleticism. And I also watched him play with some intelligence. Saw him at one point jump into the slot and pattern read and come off of his receiver to the intended one and intercept a pass. I like him.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. Now 4th down.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a former first-rounder out of Florida State, E.J. Manuel.
And while things haven't gone exactly as planned for E.J. Manuel, he did have a big all-star week, which led into first-round status. People see that size, that frame, that arm talent. All they want to see now is consistency.
Starters now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a guy to watch out wide, Sammy Coates.
A slow start in his rookie season, only caught one pass in 2015. They're expecting much bigger things from him, trying to help out that offense. If he can get open, you know his quarterback will find him.
There's Manuel.
He's going to go top again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. On the defensive side of the ball, we're going to look at the starters for Tampa Bay. And, Charles, how about Vernon Hargreaves?
A pick they were excited to make because in their division, they've got to have guys who can slow down some of the best receivers in the league. And Vernon Hargreaves fits that profile. Very sharp, very intelligent. He operates well on the corner.
So a second down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And the offense lining up first and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
One that drives crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, Winston. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham. 3rd down here. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Winston on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Brian Anger now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Start the drive. And this one caught by Coates. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The play clock's running down. On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now Manuel. And he's got his man on the out route. There he goes left side. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Boswell for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. One play, two plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now it's Crowder. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. First down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. The 40. And all the way down to the 29. One quarter down. 14-0 is our score. We'll return to Tampa after this message. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL
EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got time. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense doesn't answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
All. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ozzie Newsome touchdown. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run out for the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Roberto Aguayo now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. A beautiful fake. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the defensive unit now for the Buccaneers onto the field. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive. Here's the ball, Jacoby Brissett. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Still on his feet. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Fresh set of downs here. Brissett to throw on first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Time running out here on the play clock. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Huff, 44 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So out come the Bucs now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Will they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Glennon. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one's out. It should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And not great starting field position here for the offense. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was looking for Matt Spaeth, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Brissett on 1st down. Battle for him here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Really excellent job there, just going up and getting it.
Brandon, I'm a defender. I shouldn't be this excited, but what a play by the receiver downfield to elevate and make the catch.
So after that big play, let's see if they get this defense maybe on their heels. first and 10. Brissett. It fights him off. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. They get 39 yards out of that one. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason.
We will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Buccaneers trail right now, but with another half to play, there's time to turn it around. The Steelers came in prepared for this game, and it shows in the way they've played. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 2nd and 8. Buccaneers on offense. First one down. It's Jameis Winston with the completion over the middle, and he ends up at the 29-yard line before he stopped on the play. Bucs have it later on the drive. It's Mike Glennon finding his mark, and he's going to go 11 yards for the score. Buccaneers down by 7. Steelers now they have it up to 45. Brissett's got his man deep downfield. It ends up working for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders and we'll get going in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steelers offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. On the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Second down, Brissett. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looks like the defense gets press coverage here. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here we go, first and 10 now. Play clock winding down. They just hit the playoff. Now Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Second down, the ball of the 2 here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly. Allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Boswell to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A chance for us again to look at this Pittsburgh defense. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. They said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
And a short gain there, so get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Glennon. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's
is incomplete. The Hall of Famer Ozzie Newsome, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
One receiver left, three to the right.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. He just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Glennon finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Finding time. And this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that dig?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently. Keep it going, but you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
They'll give it to the guy. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And into the end zone. and touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Huff ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now it's Wilson. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do. And the chain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right, to be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on it. That leads to the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point now by Boswell.
Now this one was a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now it's Wilson. And a good return until he stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because one play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Three receivers to the left,
one to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarvis Jones from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And the offense now will try to regroup
after the sack on second down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now.
And not a good performance by them or by their offense, for that matter. It just hasn't been a good game.
And it's real easy at this point to point fingers. Hey, you guys didn't get a whole lot done today. Didn't give us much of a cushion. But the truth of the matter is, having played defense, your pride says whatever your offense gives you, you're supposed to allow 1 point less. So they're going to feel like they let them down as well.
Yeah, I guess fingers should be pointed on both sides. Looks like he'll throw here. Surveying the field. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
A second down throw for Brissett. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And they'll go on the ground attack here. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So they're operating in the red zone. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it. And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them, have to get the football.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now it's Wilson. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
log on to EASports.com. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.
You know what you did. God ain't mad at you. Lay down.
I'm in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause it's no place like California. California, A-T-L-M-I-A-D-N-V, all reminds me of California, cause it's no place like California. California, New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California.
Father used to say, when the world knocks you down, get back up again.
boyfriend. He wants to be your boyfriend. This is what your boy's packing. All for you.
Oh, okay.
This is all making my queen. Who's your character in Injustice? I started using Cheetah.
Wait, what was it? Tyra Smith. Hi. Okay, I want that. Listen.
None of your business. What's up?
None of your business. What up? Okay, so if y'all are trying to claim me, you guys already know my rules. Your dick must be this big. Okay, 1, and 2, I need that rock on my finger. So,
Are you good?
I'm good.
I haven't really played it, to be honest.
Kush, okay, what's going on?
No, I'm good. Because last time you had me shoot something, it was stupid as fuck. So I'm good. Thank you very much. Cheated on life.
Human Rubik's
Yeah, I'm
Cube.
trying to.
What's up, human? Human?
Yeah, she is. I wish she could better, but I haven't really played it, to be honest. I've been playing Jason.
Alright.
We are doing
Challenge
this about
accepted. Woohoo.
They put out
Houston concert.
classics. No, I'm good, thank you.
I'll happily wear a strap on.
So you a girl?
Okay. Alright.
Gonna be that.
Rocky, but I don't know about that size. So,
I'm in love with you all. Y'all got it.
okay, you already know. Lizzie.
We normally do this in the bottom of the screen.
I miss you too, human.
Giant penis here in school. Nah.
Oh, then why are you wearing a strap on then?
At the end of the
Alvin.
Alright, so we send you a friend request and type your name in so I can know who it is. And we do have an Instagram. It's usually different here, but like I said, it's a new setup, so it's like gone. So we're gonna have to do it all over again. I got 20-ish and I'll give you a blow pop. It's the way. Kayable. Stay harder, Bobby.
Who said that? Leroy.
I'm always having
Chill out. What? No, Luke, we're not. I'm not that worse. I'm only 10 inches, not 14.
Diamond, you got it.
None of your business. You funny. You funny.
What you mean? I'm trying to, but it's so slow that I'm just like,
I got you, guys.
I kind of started this.
Tavares, you always come in at the wrong times. I swear.
Go
Put
ahead.
a rug on. Just come outside. All right. But if you're not out there, I'm gonna be upset.
What's up with that? What's up, man?
Listen, I mean, it is what it is.
Lick her titties. All right,
Come here. Jesse, how's it going?
Okay, here we go.
For my girlfriend. You's a good man. A very good man.
Honey Boo Boo and Snooki, damn right.
Hell yeah, Luke.
Your tits are bigger than hers by far.
Right? I know.
How do you want me talking to me?
Because clearly the one with the purple shirt. Hey, am I right? All right, right,
My
right.
boobs are not out there anymore. So,
It's a big fun bag. Exactly. We're good too, Jesse. Welcome to our stream. We're just chilling, enjoying our Monday. You know how it goes. The only rocks those niggas got is crack.
Trendsetter, was that you?
Human.
Girl in purple, you can get her shirt. You mean Snooki?
You guys have backgrounds?
Only when my boyfriend's breaking my back. Looks like this. Like that. Who got prettier nipples though?
Me.
She does. I take the one on the left again. A table everything else. You are.
Oh, okay, cool.
You remember?
Okay, to be favorite dog or contest bigger than any regular team.
Thank you. We
Very
are.
true. Very true.
That is one of the perks of being Latino.
I'm trying to use words to pop that. That is too good. Hey, my favorite number. It's 69 for a while.
I call my dick Biggie Smalls.
Why?
Figure princess what? I will put my fat.
Figure princess with
My girlfriend.
awesome, Jesse.
My girl has a huge rock on her finger. That's what's up.
See, you guys are the MVPs for even give her a big props. That is awesome.
Princess has lips and diamond got gorgeous lips. How do you know that? You
Exactly.
That's because they're right.
What's going on?
Who monkey made this? It's
Who made this?
What's up,
I'm
Fish
under
Bear?
her business, you know? With the little finger.
I got that Mission Box.
Who has the bigger tits? Who do you think does?
I'll show you guys a little. I call my dick Tiger Woods.
Oh my god.
What's Lefty saying?
I am Princess. Thank you very much. Lefty got a name, and it's Princess. All I see is perfection. Oh, thank you,
Human,
Shuman.
how are you? You haven't seen you forever.
Yak magic. What's going on? Where are you from? She's from Cali, actually. Jersey. Raising legend, you already know.
How much kids you have? Do you mean how many kids we have? How much kids you have? How much dick do you suck, bitch? It's awesome. What did you rate you? This was a really good song.
Right?
I've been training my ass off. Okay.
It's awesome.
Both of y'all can match.
I
hope you're telling your girlfriend that the rock in her finger.
What that mouth do? Just forget it. Say y'all have a nice.
I can't even call my girl.
Listen, you don't even going to be calling us tomorrow because clearly she did not teach you better. Okay, you're going to be calling on her name. You're going to be like, Bobby. That's what you're going to be called.
Okay, so where you from originally, Matt? Part of Jersey. I remember that. Okay.
I am from Northern Jersey.
Get ready, bro. Yeah, but make sure you got somebody that's not, that's somebody you're, that's not going to expect, that is going to go ham on your viewers and start kicking everybody. Because I had that happen to me. What up, Kelly? Alright, bro, your turn, brother. I have had that happen to me. Yep. They want to try to control you. That's what they do. They come in here, they come into your stream, and to see if they can get to your emotions. You show them that they can, and they'll continue to do it, and that's what you're showing them. Watch how easy they can trigger this dude. And they'll fucking inundate you. You're busy deleting motherfuckers. See, I had such a gangster. Yo. You're strong. You're strong, really? Jeremy, put the blunt down. No more for you, bro. Cut the fuck out, homie. No more. I need you to fucking lose it. Come on. Control ass, bitch ass, looking face ass motherfuckers. Right? Come on. He's get your coffee. It's your turn, man. Do your turn and then go get your coffee. I know, bro. He cut off. He cut the hell off. He take your shit with me, man. I ain't going over there. I'm busy. He's sick. It's strong. Candle box? No. Yeah. That's wrong. Candle box. Don't bring it. Seven married three. That's seven married three. That's not a candle box. Mi tío, mi sobrino, ¿dónde está Brooklyn? It's not aquí, you know. Dude, that shit was funny. You, me, and Fatality. What stream were we in? Where you speaking at Spanish, and then Fatality Spanish was fucking killing me. Yeah, a little hard on there. Yeah. That part. You want to buy one? I got bored still. You want to do something? Go ahead and drop it. Irvin, drop it. Put 100 in the PayPal with your address, your accurate address. And you're in the U.S., the loot is in there. I'll pull some boards out and we'll put you in a situation real quick. See, Kelly, you got that board for that kid. Look, I already went and got this one. I had a couple, I already sold one. I got a couple more. The Deli Juniors for the babies. This is for 10 and under right here. Like 11 and under. So it's up to you. It's already ready to go. This is for kids. This is not an adult-sized board. I'm just chilling, you guys. I'm just sluggish right now. I wasn't ready to sell no more boards tonight, but they want to do something. We'll make some things happen. But I'm not tripping. You let me know what you want to do, Kelly. I'm waiting on your call. I already sold this one. Yeah, this is for the kid too. I already sold this one. This is for 10-year-olds. Beware of the lurkers and swindlers. You gotta stay ready, Jet Life. You gotta stay ready. Yeah, this one is already sold. Well, just holler at me when you're ready. You sound like you playing, Jeremy. You throwing those numbers out there. That sounds fraudulent. Word. So you want that board? Word. You just holler at me, bro. Just holler at me. Let me know. No glow-in-the-dark wheels. So you want the blue one, Kelly? You want the one for the kid, right? Make sure you put your address in there. Yeah, my next date is... My next day is, hold on. July 8th. July 8th is the next You Build, You Buy. I'm not doing it on, July 8th. That's the
second Saturday. Jet Life, you did a 3-more deal. Yeah, the 8. Oh, nah. What's up, old school chick? Old school chick, nah. They're just as dope to ride. That's cool. You feel me? They're just as dope. Word. And I appreciate that. They are Picasso. They are dope boards. They are dope. But I ride them at the end of the day. Yes, sir. 7-8-17. Next you build, you buy. And I might be rebuilding another new board. I might be putting out another new board on the 8. Matter of fact, I am dropping another board. I'm not saying the board is better. I got some new shit coming out. I got a lot of new shit coming out this summer, matter of fact. Yeah, I got another one coming.